Just to update you on the shit show that is my life, I have decided to try a new TikTok hack of training your hair so you don't shower as much, so it's healthier. And so like today's day 4, and I have an oil pit. Like somebody called Dawn dish soap because they could save my hair like they did those ducks. Like, ooh. So that's just where I'm at today. How are you? Hello. My name is Sarah, and if you're new here, I put new bookish content out every Thursday at 7 p.m. In today's video, we are going to be going over my March TBR. This was supposed to be a different video, but I usually average about like 6 to 8 books a month, so this is the list of the bare minimum, what I would like to get through this month, and if I could get to more, then wow, props me, give me a gold star for March. Okay, let's stop talking your ear off and get into the books. The first of which is The Chaos of Standing Still by Jessica Brody. This is one I'm actually currently reading. I would just like to finish it within the next day or so. I only have about 25% left of the book. I've liked this book so far. It deals with grief in your teenage years and kind of how to cope with grief and the anxiety that comes along with it. And while I personally haven't had a experience quite like our main character in this book, I really appreciate the coping mechanisms that she's going through and how she's kind of growing and becoming a better person throughout this book. Again, I haven't finished it, so I don't know how it ends, but I'll talk about that in my recent reads video that will come at a later date. After that, the next book I want to read, can we just give it a moment of silence? Because this is my holy Bible that just arrived at my front doorstep. Hallelujah. 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 If you don't already know, I am a huge Sarah J. Maas stan, and I will be to the day I die. And she just came out with A Court of Silver Flames, which is the Cassian and Nesta spinoff of A Court of Thorns and Roses. And I did get the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, so I could get a little bit of face-in action right at the end. But low-key, if anybody has the Books A Million exclusive with Azriel's point of view, I would love to get those pics. Help a girl out. I am ridiculously excited to get into this book. I will be doing a whole read-along vlog with this book that will hopefully be next Thursday's video or the Thursday after that, because this is the book that I'm diving into the moment this one ends. I just want to spend all of my brain cells on this book. Like nothing else is gonna happen. I might even have to take PTO. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I cannot wait. That was super aggressive. After that, I would really like to finish the Shadow and Bone series. So the last book in that series is Rune and Rising. I've liked this so far. It's such a fast-paced series that you can flip through this story very easily. But I am hoping to get through it in March only because the Netflix show is coming out in April. So I really want to get through this in this month. And then the last physical book that I wanted to pick up this month, I wanted it to be kind of like a standalone as well as like an uplifting one, because these are really heavy into fantasy worlds or what may have you. And so I wanted to pick up a rom-com, and this is Fight or Flight by Samantha Young. What I'm gathering from the back flap is we follow our two main characters who have a pretty steamy layover and think they're never gonna see each other again, but lo and behold, he shows up on her front doorstep like a month later, and their life escalates from there. So I'm excited to see what this has to offer, and I think it will be a nice pick-me-up and a nice in-between break between series. And then the last two books that I have on my TBR are both audiobooks. The first of which is called Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, and this is by Benjamin Alir Sayans. I hope I pronounced that correctly. This is a book that I heard a lot about on BookTube when I first kind of joined, and a lot of people raving about it, so I wanted to pick it up. So I just started listening to it. It is about two boys, Aristotle and Dante, and they are both kind of loners in the universe, and they meet each other at a pool and they think they have nothing in common, but it's there that their friendship kind of sparks, and they start learning more about not only their lives and themselves, but their friendship starts to grow. And I'm not really kind of sure what happens in this book, but I think it's more of like one of those life lesson books, and you kind of watch these two main characters grow up and become who they are. I mean, it has 4.33 stars on Goodreads, so it can't be bad. I hope that audiobook is a good route for it. Usually with like dual point of views in a contemporary novel, I kind of like going the audiobook route just to have the two different voices. So we'll see. And then the other audiobook that I want to listen to this month is A Sky Beyond the Storm by Sabaa Tahir. This is the fourth book in the Ember and the Ashes series. Since this is the final book in the series, that is kind of why I've been pushing it off. I don't really want these characters' stories to end, and if they do, I hope it's on a good note. So that's kind of why I've been pushing it off, but I'm hoping that I will pick it up this month and finally get the conclusion that I've been waiting for. So those are my 6 books that I would really like to pick up this March. Obviously, I will have a couple ebooks scattered throughout with some smuttiness, but those I don't just plan. Those are just kind of like when I'm in the mood. Nonetheless, what is one book that you want to pick up this month? Please let me know down in the comments below. And if you haven't already, give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe. I hope you people have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.